Hey guys, so this afternoon I just want to talk to you guys about what I do when school ends. So the kids have all left, it's just me in the classroom now, and obviously I've got a few hours. I'll be here till probably about 5 o'clock today. I just want to talk to you guys about what I'm going to do, the types of things that I'll be working on, and just generally what a teacher does. So again, this is something that, a bit like the morning edition one, I didn't really know how much there was to do when I first became a teacher, but now I've kind of got in the swing of things. I know when school finishes, certain jobs I'll do every day, certain things I'll look at, certain things I'll prep, and then I'll make sure I'm ready for the next day and then I'll get sorted. So I'll just kind of take you along with me. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to sit down at the computer and just make sure there's any emails that popped up during the day, I've checked, any things I need to go through, and then we'll get sorted and go from there. So let's sit down at the computer and get going. So the first thing I'm going to check on here is I'm going to go to my emails, and obviously during the day then I get emails of all sorts of different things. There might be some important ones, there might be some that I can just delete straight away because they're basically adverts from different companies that I've worked with before in school. There's some things about some courses that I'm going on, and then just generally any emails that I need to respond to. So I'm going to sit down and go through these. I've got about 10, which is kind of average for a day. Normally it's a few less, but generally it's around about 8, 9, 10. And so I'll get these sorted and then we'll get on with some other stuff we need to get prepped. Okay, so I've caught up, I've answered those emails. It's given me a couple more jobs to do that I need to add to my list of kind of mentally what I need to do. There are times when I do write a physical list of all the jobs I need to do, and if I do, then I'll use my teacher planner that I've got this year, and I'll write them down in there of all the things I really need to get done. But right now, it's not a massive list, so I'm kind of keeping it all in my head. So next up is going to be resources. I need to get some stuff ready for tomorrow and get some stuff printed off, and then look at what I'm doing next week. Well, obviously it won't be next week, it'll be the first week back after Easter. But I'm going to start prepping for that and just make sure I'm ahead of the game, so I've got less to do over these holidays, which is always good as you get a couple of weeks off. So resources, I'll show you what I'm printing off, what I'm getting ready, and then we'll see where we are after that. Just got everything printed. I need to pop off to the printer and get all the stuff off there. It should be good. I'm going to get it all stapled and ready, so it's just sat on my table on my desk ready for tomorrow, and then I should be able to start thinking about next week and make sure I'm all ready for that. So I'll get the resources and I'll show you what we're doing. So the first thing we've got that we need to do tomorrow is a little bit of catch up, and it's a bit of a piece of assessment. So we do these assessments based on our Abacus math scheme, and this one's 10 questions. It's just the bits we've been working on. So this is all stuff that we did over lockdown, and it's just about making sure that we aren't missing any gaps of what they did over lockdown, and that if there is any gaps, we can spot them quickly and catch up. So I know already, having a look at this, the two bits they're mainly going to struggle on will be the timesing and dividing by 1,100, and the adding squared numbers and what squared numbers are, because we haven't done much of that. We did a little bit over lockdown, but obviously the teaching on lockdown was a lot harder than at school. So I know already they're going to be the two I need to fix. The next thing I've got is this problem solving reasoning, which again is a bunch of questions. I think there's a couple more this time. There's about 15 questions. I'm just going to go through it tomorrow. I'll go through some a bit more slowly because they're always harder reasoning questions, problem solving ones. The children have all the skills to do them, but sometimes the words kind of get them confused, and so it's all about building that resilience and saying, actually, yes, there's words, but look, there's clues like numbers in bold, and about finding the numbers, working out what operation they need to use to solve them, and then solve them all. So again, we've just done bits on triangles and stuff. We've done bits on weights. It's all what we've just been teaching. So hopefully they should then use it or kind of consolidate their knowledge. We can go through it together, this one a bit more. And so it's not like doing a test, it'll just help them out a bit. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to wander and give my classroom a bit of a spruce up, because the kids are quite good at keeping it tidy, they're quite good at keeping it all organised, but there's always bits that they miss, or there's bits that I miss and I forget to get them to tidy up. So if I spin my camera around now, then you can see there's just bits like, it's got a bit messy down here, there's bits on the side, there's some bits that have been left out over there, there's some bottles over here. It's just the reality of a classroom at the end of the day. It's not bad, they've done a good job of tidying up, but there's a bit of paint stuff out, they can use that tomorrow, so I'm not going to tell you about that too much. But it needs a bit of sorting, and so I'm just going to do it now, so it's not left till later. And I've just got home, so the last thing, obviously, I was showing you my messy classroom. I went round, I tidied up a bit, and while I was doing that, I got chatting to a friend at school, and all of a sudden the time just went like that, and it was time out to get the last few bits finished, make sure I had everything ready for tomorrow, and it was time to leave school. So I just got home. It's around about 5:30 now, and I'm done for the day at school. The other thing that I did do this afternoon that I just I missed off, I didn't show you guys that I did it, but it was something I did the instant that the kids left, was I just walked around and had a chat with a few different people, because I often find that at school as teachers, especially in this COVID world, when you're in your bubbles and you're away from people, that it can be hard to kind of socialise and get that interaction. And for me, working as part of a team is one of the best things about being a teacher. You get to work with other people all the time, and it's just such a good thing to do, and it works really well the way I work. So I always just make sure I go and say hi to a few people, ask a few questions if I've got them, and just have that chat, because that's just that bit of interaction that you miss. The staff room's never full anymore because it's not allowed to be. You often don't see people at break or lunchtime because they're in separate bubbles with separate break and lunch times. So it's just good to go and ask those questions and just have a chat. Obviously, it's all social distance still. It's all with masks on and different sides of the room, all that kind of thing. But it's just good to just say hi, check in, see how they're doing. If you've got any questions or anything that you need to talk to them about, get it done there. And just have that bit of social interaction, because it is important. It's good for your well-being, it's good for your mental health. It's good just be a good teacher, to get ideas, get practice from each other. So if you are a teacher and obviously you're struggling with that, then I'd love to hear anything you might suggest to help yourself or to help me get it more, because it's hard to do and you've got to do it in a safe and controlled fashion nowadays. But obviously it's really important to just keep that going and not be isolated in a school, because it gets really hard to focus and do what you need to do when you are on your own. So that was something I did at the start, but obviously I didn't show you guys that because I was walking around talking to people and doing things that I needed to do as a teacher. I'm going to get downstairs and get on my computer. There's a couple of bits I'm going to finish off checking, but not a lot, just a couple of emails I need to send something to and get stuff ready for tomorrow. And then something I need to think about, kind of project we're doing for the first week back after Easter. So I'm just going to get those done and then I'll be done. So hopefully all done and ready by 6 o'clock. And that's kind of quite typical for a school day afternoon after school. There's just a few snapshots of what I do, and obviously, as always, things change. As you can see there, you just get chatting and time flies by, and all of a sudden time is gone and it's time to leave. So it's just about prioritizing what you need to do. And obviously, when I got talking to my friend at school at that point, had there been something I really needed to do, then I said, look, I just need to get this done, and so I'm just going to go on with it. But I knew there wasn't really anything pressing to do. I could do bits and bobs while we were talking, so we got all that done, and it was time to leave. So it was quite a nice afternoon. Sun shining, so now once I've got everything done by 6, I'd love to get outside and go for a little walk or something before the sun sets, because it's getting later and later at the sunset now, which is so nice. Can't wait till the clocks go forward in a week's time, and then we can obviously have those really long, nice, warm evenings again. And then I'm going to get some food and get dinner sorted. So yeah, that is kind of a day in my afternoon after school, what I do. Hopefully it's helped you again if you're looking at what type of things happens in a school day and what teachers do after school. There's many other things. There's paperwork for things like SCN work, people premium things you have to do. There's marking, obviously. I haven't shown you any marking there. There was no marking today, which is always a nice day. There's doing assessments. There's all sorts. So there's lots of things that I haven't done there that other days I do. It just happens that today that was what I had to do, and that's what I did today. So I hope it's helped. I hope it gives you a bit of an idea of what I do and what other teachers might do after school. And yeah, if you've got any questions, as always, put them in the comments down below. Let me know what you want, and hopefully I'll be able to get back to you and help you out. So there's a new video every Tuesday and every Friday at 5 o'clock. So make sure you are subscribed if you want to see the next one. And if this has helped you, then just please let me know. It's always nice to hear good things. If you've got any questions, give me a shout. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.